What's up, world? Shawn Atkins. I love J-Ross TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy J-Ross hanging out with my dude Shawn. Man, I was surprised to see Shawn, man. He stage manager for Erykah Badu tonight, y'all here in St. Louis at the Schaefer's Arena, man. But when I tell y'all this cat here got some knowledge, man, a wealth of experience that he can help y'all with, especially for you young cats that's coming up. You know, listen to what he got to say and take it into your heart and put it in your spirit so you can get where he at right now. Okay. So, hey, Shawn was like, all right, we was talking about the tour life, man, and you were saying the enemy of the tour is time. Explain that to them so they can get it.
Well, the way I see it, the way I've experienced it, time and comfort. You know, a lot of cats, you do a show, you're happy, you get out the show, and then you're going to hang out, club or whatever, after party, and you go end up back at your hotel at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, lobby call at 5 a.m. Now, you hanging out, you running around, and you look up, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. Lobby call 5:30. You gotta be there at 5:30 because you don't want to hold up people that's waiting on the bus, waiting in the bus, or waiting in the lobby. That's disrespectful to have people just sitting there waiting on you because you overslept or you were hanging out. Your buddies, your people you're gonna see any other time. You're at work now. When you're at McDonald's, you don't hang out at McDonald's after you get off the shift and then kick it and then be late for it. But you can't do that because time is money. You got the bus waiting, you got the principal, you got the musicians, you got a crew guy. If you're a crew guy and you got people waiting, it's a bad look. If you're a musician and you got people waiting, still not a good look. Because we travel together a lot of times. A lot of times you're under the gun, you're trying to make the flight, you got to get through customs, security, you run into traffic on the way or accident, and then there goes time. You're looking at your watch. Now you're stressed. Now you're pressed. You're running through the airport. Running to the gate. Did they? Sometimes that gate just closed. You the last person, and they might let you on the plane. I've seen a lot of musicians not get on the plane and have to wait. Later, had to sit in the airport all night, come back tomorrow and take a flight, and they got to fly right in, land, and go straight to a show. That's stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful to have to jump up, hang out, jump up, fly, and then get to the airport, a delay.
Yeah.
When you do make the flight, you miss the connection because you're delayed. When you do get a flight, fly into, say, St. Louis, a beautiful city.
Yes, sir.
Chocolate as ever. Then you get to the city, and you, like I said, you miss the flight. Now you got to go straight into load-in. Load-in. The doors are 6. Doors are 6, and you're trying to get all the equipment ready, trying to get all the information you need for the show. You may not have enough hands to help. You got to come in with your bags and your gear, and nobody's here to help you because you're late. They cut the crew at a certain time, union. They ain't spending no extra money on you. And so now you got to hump gear yourself, find the help that you can, set up, get ready for the show. The show's starting at 6, doors at 6, I should say. And you're still setting up gear, and it's frantic, and you're running, and everybody's kind of getting upset and get on each other's nerves because it's kind of like, we coulda, woulda, wish we woulda, all that stuff. Now you've been hanging out, you're still tired from hanging out, getting up early in the morning, sitting at the airport 3 hours, waiting for a flight 2 hours later, and you miss the flight or you have a delay and all that. It cause and effect. All this stuff bumps into each other. And now, if the show ain't great, the music and if you're not a good crew, a lot of times you tend to not want to be around them people sometimes. You know, you do your job and what's wrong with him? Because the vibe is gone.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, you got to handle the business. And when you don't handle the business, that don't mean I did my job. Because a lot of times we have to help each other. Oh, I don't do this or I don't do that. Well, sometimes I might be lighting and I might have to help you just move or do a little bit of something.
Right.
Oh, I'm lighting, I don't. And it's a lot of that, and I get it. Union, you sometimes, I don't touch that.
But check this out, Shawn. Now, being a stage manager, man, and I'm watching you. You know, shout out to Shawn for letting me get a little footage too, man, the sound check. But Shawn was like, hey, man, cut it.
Yeah,
But man, you running around, like a chicken with his head cut off, man, putting out fires on every end of the stage, behind the stage, in front of the stage. Is that? I mean, I know it's stressful, man, but do you still get a joy out of it?
100% unequivocally, I love my job.
Yes, sir.
And it don't have to be travel, but I love doing this. I love being around people. Now, the closer it gets to showtime, the more people are in my ear on headphones, texting me, calling me from across the room. Hey, Shawn, this. Hey, Shawn, that. Shawn, we need a heater. Shawn, I need a fan. Shawn, and I'm not mad at that. It's just there's a whole lot of things that all I got to do is find somebody who's in that department or somebody who can find somebody and see what they can do.
Right.
No guarantees on nothing. The principal is asking me, so how long we got to what? If everything goes well, we're going to start on time. But there's always something. But a lot of times, even with the something, we fix it. We troubleshoot, we get it done, and that's where the pro side comes in, or the experience side. And you know, it's a lot of cats, and I don't like working with you cats that's out there angry on the road, mad because not because you got to be there, because when you get your check, you're bragging about what you got, or you know, whatever. But you don't like even being around people, or you don't like the artist, or the
man.
I don't like it.
Hold on, let's stop for a minute, Shawn. So you saying like you've been on tours where the just say the bass player can't get along with everybody else. So that throws the whole rhythm of the bus off, the rhythm of the room.
It can. Nobody wants to be on a bus with somebody who's being everything. I don't like, oh, y'all too noisy, I'm trying to sleep, or that, or somebody might have cologne or incense, or they're talking loud because we had a good show, and they may have family or somebody visiting and saying, oh, this is our bus, or whatever. Those energies where you got people that, it's like, dude, this is what this is. This is music, we tour. It's like being at a park, traveling everywhere. There's rides, there's balloons, there's prizes and all that. That's what it is. You come around the bend in a long stretch, and all of a sudden there's the ocean.
Yeah.
You see trees, the people on the beach or whatever, or you come into a beautiful neighborhood, south of France or Italy or South Africa. Oh my Lord, coming and pulling into different cities in South Africa and all over. But those are some rewards of enjoying the road. But you do get people that just, I don't know what it is. Maybe they've done it too long. Maybe their wife slapped them at home. I don't know. But they are here, and sometimes they just like, they don't want to be here. They're going to get the check. I don't get the check. They don't even, you kind of be like, they come around, and it's not like you don't want to talk to them. It's just kind of like, just kind of ease up, because they're not easy to be entreated, if I can say. What do you call it? They call it jaded. You got a lot of crew cats, been doing it forever. They getting great money, but they don't even, they looking at the clock. When do I get to go home?
Right.
When is the break? When do I leave? And then as soon as the break hit, 15 minutes. I'm like, is it that serious? I mean, I get it when there's time and a union call or different things like that, where you gotta be here or you gotta be there. But some people are more happy about the break or getting off work than they are doing the work that's paying their bills, providing for their family, feeding their children, sending their kids to college, adding that pool or that new barbecue area, addition to the house. You're getting all this going for yourself, but people be like, oh,
yeah. But let me ask you this then. I think last time I saw you was with George Benson.
Yeah.
That's right. So now you're with Erykah Badu. So is it a different mindset when you have to stage manage for different artists, or is it basically the same in your head?
It's a lot of the same, but there's some like, I won't say relationship, but there's a couple of people with Erykah Badu. Everybody's great. She's a pro. She's somebody that I've admired from afar. Number one, I'm a Texas native. All my family's from around Dallas and Amarillo, Texas, and that part. I'm myself. She's a Dallas native. A lot of her band members are from Dallas. That's an akin to me. It's like, ooh, I get to work with people from home.
Right.
I love that idea. Now, with George, he's a veteran, seen it all. Not a lot get to him. I'm not saying anything gets to Erykah. She's a pro as well. But I'm saying the minutia of working with all these grown men with George. I'm like the young guy in the crew almost. And then we have with Erykah, I'm older.
Right.
I'm older than she. I'm older than probably everybody in her band, I'm sure. And yeah, so just the interaction is a musician thing for me. With Erykah, she's definitely a special talent. So it's kind of like from afar. I do my job and I might say hi. We can go a week and never speak, but as long as everything's, she ain't saying that this is not right or that's not right or who did this, as long as that pressure's not on me, you know, I want to do a good job everywhere I go, no matter how large, small, famous, or infamous an artist might be. When they call me, when I leave the room, good or bad, I want them to know the difference from whoever they had working before, whoever they have working now. I'm a substitute, so I just want them to be able to say I did a good job, or, you know, back to the people person thing. You can be an excellent person, but people are like, his vibe is off. You can go work for, I won't name any artists because it make it look like I'm pointing a finger. Go work for them or that. With George, it's family. With George's family, 14 years, right at 14 years. And with Erykah, I'm a sub, and I've done a couple of shows here and there, and it's great. Still got to approach it the same way, be a pro, know what you're doing. I do a lot of the same stuff, but the pressures are different. I feel like at this level, it's Super Bowl level. It's Super Bowl level. Oh, that was Ken. Ken got me on this gig. Me and Ken did work with Raphael Sadiq years ago.
Yes, sir.
And we crossed paths a couple of times, and he called me a couple of times for a sub gig, and I wasn't available where I was. I said, to work with Ken, I know he don't play around. Ken Williams, he's a monitor engineer. He's a front of house engineer. He's a production guy. He's a pro. He's more than that, but I'm just saying what his role is in a lot of places.
But let me ask you this though. Now, what's up next for you though? You know what I'm saying? Because when the tour ends, do you already have your paths plotted out?
I do have it. Some things come together on my time, and some things come together. You just keep working toward it, though. What's next for me, honestly, is my own solo, personal career.
Let's talk about it, baby. Yes, sir.
I've been around it for a long time. Music was, you know, they say there are no accidents, but I didn't start out playing no music. I was interested in sports. I played sports at a young age and all that. Never played music. I got into playing drums along the way at the church thing and kind of getting in, and I started writing. I wrote songs. I think my first song, literally, I think I was 9 or 10, something like that, and I do remember it. But it was just because I like to write. I like to read. I love to read and write. So I would always write. I always hear stuff in my head. I hear the train tracks where I come from. I used to dance to it. I love to dance. I thought I was a little Michael Jackson when I was little. And I do dance. I can dance. Can't do it right now, but I will put it down when it's right. But again, what I'm pursuing, what I'm actually on, I mean, I've recorded, I got a couple of singles out there, and everything gets better and better. I'm doing it by myself for the most part, because I ain't waiting on nobody to say, hey, come on, hey, let me do something for you, because it don't work like that. You're waiting for somebody to do it. They're going to look at you over there waiting and say, you don't have drive, you don't have the fire, you don't have the desire, whatever. If y'all look at me from 5 years ago to now, you'll be like, this dude is serious. I'm serious. I performed with George Benson on sold out shows on his stage, his song, his show. I could never put that together right now and just go out in front of an audience like that. So he's groomed me a little bit. I've settled in. I'm the MC over there, so I make announcements and I speak to sold out crowds, which sounds great to me because I like to say that because I'm in front of the audience and I get to be me. Yes, sir. No pressure. Learn how to speak slow. Look in people's eyes and talk like they're there for me. For that time, they are. But I'm representing Mr. Benson or whoever it might be. I'm an MC. I'll be your host on your concert, on your show. I'll even announce you if you got a boxing match. I'm in it for all that. But my solo career as a solo artist, 70s style soul, I say that just because I want you to know that I ain't trying to be like Chris Brown or none of these young cats. I'm bringing the stuff that I grew up on, the stuff that the women love. Women like to hear music that make them feel good. And even if they don't like the song and they feel it, they'll listen because they know your intent. They know you're sincere. If I'm up there rapping and doing some old silly stuff, they're like, okay, who's next? Because no matter how many suits or whatever I'm wearing, I could be looking like a clown to them because I'm up there doing something that's not me. You know, I can have fun and make a joke or something, but as a career and as a pursuit, my uncles, my dad, soul, blues. My mama had the gospel stuff. She wouldn't let my dad bring in nothing into the house. She liked George Benson though, and it's just ironic. I got to work with him years and years later. I started working with him, but that was one of the only secular artists she would listen to.
Man.
But pursuing Shawn Atkins Live. You can see me on YouTube.
That's
Shawn
right.
Atkins Live.
What's that, Facebook and everything?
Oh, Facebook. Shawn Atkins, Disciple of Soul. If you put that in there, you'll find it. You'll find Shawn Atkins Soul on Instagram. One word, Shawn Atkins Soul. SHAWN-ATKINS. SHAWN-ATKINS. Shawn Atkins Soul. And you put that in there, you're gonna find it. Google Shawn Atkins, not that I got it going on like that, but I got it going on like that. There's some great things coming together, and I think I'm gonna surprise y'all real soon.
All right. Hey y'all, that's my boy Shawn Atkins. We in St. Louis.
Thank you, Jay.
Stage manager for
Thank you, Dr.
Erykah Badu tonight with Schaefer's Arena. No, man, thank you, dude.
Man.
You know, and I always tell people, man, and this is a good example. Networking pays off.
Yeah.
Being nice to people pays off.
Yeah, I saw this brother, like you said, with
That's
George
right.
Benson. We were out in somewhere somewhere way out of here.
Yeah.
And you were sitting with Stanley Banks. I love working with Stanley.
That's right.
You know, and it was just like, okay, we passing, and then I caught you on Instagram, and I said, that's the brother from da-da-da. So I started watching you. You done had all the top cats. You had some brothers that I love and have worked with and respect highly. And just to see them on your platform, and then here I am talking to you now. I'm in St. Louis. I'm going to some barbecue spot tonight. They told me a little earlier because I need to eat. But after the show.
But let me tell y'all this.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Let me tell y'all. It's my pleasure because he didn't have to invite me into his world. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He did not have to open the door for me. So it's my honor, man.
Can I say one quick?
Say what you want to say.
All you parents that love music or have kids that love music, and all you kids that might get to see this or whatever, your uncles and aunts, get into lighting, get into video, get into production and backline and all that. Don't worry about getting on stage. You can still do that. But get in those jobs. You'll travel the world. You'll tour the world. I don't see many of kids from our community doing production like that. You need to be around it. You're around it. You get to work with excellence. You become excellent. You pursue excellence in everything you do, and it's important that you do. Because just being just enough, or being okay, or hanging out because it's cool, and he cool. You can watch all these people pass you by, and you wonder why. You being cool with everybody, you wonder why they ain't gave you no time. Because you just hanging. You ain't going for it. Go for it. And it ain't about being on stage all the time. You can get to the stage, be about being, again, productive, effective, find new things, but definitely get into the production side. Learn how to run sound, audio, lights, video, doing production. If you think you're just carrying people back, believe me, it's more than just carrying people back. Now, if somebody mistreating you, that's another story. But you know when that happened. Do the work. And it ain't all easy, but the hard work don't hurt you, and you're never mad that you done it.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all, that's Shawn Atkins. We in St. Louis. It's your boy J. Ross. We 10 million strong, and we gone. Peace.
Peace. Love you, St. Louis.